Curt Miller, Executive Vice President and General Manager. Yeah, it makes me smile. My journey goes way back, and when I was a young head coach at the collegiate level, fighting with athletic departments to have a Pride Night, and knowing how important that was, not only personally to me, but the growth of athletic departments at the collegiate level. And now to see the collegiate world and the pro sports world have so many Pride Nights, and knowing how far we've come over the last few decades is really encouraging to me, and it warms my heart. Yeah, I know that people have heard this before, but for over 2 decades now, I've been the only out gay male in the sport of basketball, men's or women's, at the highest level. So when you think about Division I men's basketball, Division I women's basketball, the WNBA, the NBA, and the G League, that's over 775 jobs. And I'm the only gay male out head coach at the highest levels. And I've been that way for 22 years during my head coaching career. There's some outstanding assistant coaches out there that are ready to take the next leap, but it's been a big part of my story to provide visibility, representation. I didn't have that myself. I didn't have anyone to reach out to as a mentor or a trailblazer. And so I look at my opportunity to be a trailblazer and a mentor to the next generation of gay men chasing a career in sports very seriously. I never was very vocal about my sexuality. It's well known in the women's basketball circles. It's well known now in the WNBA, but what I wanted to provide was that visibility and representation, because I didn't have that as a young coach. And hopefully now some young coaches know that you can aspire to the highest levels, you can achieve and reach those levels as a gay male in the sport of basketball. And I can't wait for the next pioneer coming behind me. Yeah, so proud to be a part of the women's basketball community for 35+ years now. It's a diverse sport, and the diversity and the acceptance in our sport is fantastic. And so very proud to be a part of women's basketball, proud that our players can be themselves and walk proudly with who they are and who they love, and how much our community supports each other. The women's basketball community is just fantastic, and again, truly proud to be a part of it for 35+ years. When I look back, I wanted to be myself. And as I was transitioning from assistant coach to interviewing for head coaching jobs, I wanted to be very authentic. I wanted to be very honest with the athletic directors and the presidents of the universities that were hiring, that this is who I am, and this is my family. At that time, I had a longtime partner. We had twin boys that we were raising, and I didn't want to not be authentic and not be anyone but myself. So the message I'd give myself is to be proud that from the moment I became a head coach, I was very honest and open. And while maybe nationally people didn't know, the women's basketball circles knew that I was living very authentically. And so I'd give myself a little bit of grace that I did it. I did it the way I wanted to do it, being honest and open and sharing my life with not only the players, fan bases, universities, and as I transitioned into the pro level where it became more nationally public, that I was always myself. Absolutely. I look back and for the longest time, I didn't want to be known as the gay coach. I wanted my success, I wanted our team's success to speak for itself. And many times, wasn't active in the community and could have been a bigger role model to the next generation. But I didn't have those mentors. I didn't have the trailblazer before me, so I was navigating it a little bit blind. And you know, when I would go to events and would be introduced at times as one of the greatest out gay male coaches in team sports history, I cringed at that. I just wanted to be known as a good coach, a successful coach, a coach that won at multiple levels. Looking back on it, maybe I could have taken more pride in that and used my platform even in a broader sense for the next generation. But I just wanted my visibility, representation, and the team successes to speak for themselves. So maybe would have changed a little of that.